Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Please excuse my phone going off. That is my bad. Here we have the Air Jordan 5 Toro Bravo, aka Raging Bulls, and the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 Bright Blues that dropped today. Without further ado, let's get right into these drops. Okay, this one's going to be over very quickly because I actually forgot to record it. We have the Jordan 5 Toro Bravos that dropped on Shopify sites, foot sites, and everything else. Here's where I screwed up at though. I forgot to actually record the initial drop of Kith, and I didn't actually end up going for it. No, I take that back. I did go for Undefeated as well because, as you guys know, they dropped on Undefeated at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But me being a bozo, I switched to my keywords, and instead of using the usual format for Undefeated, which is AJ5, I used Air Jordan 5 because I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but on their Instagram page, they said that the Air Jordan 5 Toro Bravos will be dropping on Kith. I'm sorry, not Kith, on Undefeated at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So me being using my big brain, I was like, oh, okay, Air Jordan 5. I'll use Air Jordan 5 then. Of course, that's what I'll use. But of course, I should have just went with the usual format because, as you guys can see, obviously I didn't pick up. But luckily, I was able to get a pair on Kith. So let's not dwell on it too much. I mean, I don't even have any action to show just after the fact. So yeah, let's go on to the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700. Oh yeah, by the way, don't even worry about foot sites with Prism and whatnot. Unfortunately, I took an L, not even because of the bots, but because I just overloaded my PC and practically bricked my PC from having so many tasks going because I figured I would just try to stress test my PC. That was another L, but hey, it's all good. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. So I know now for future drops not to do this anymore. Let's go on to the next drop. Okay, first drop of the release, we have 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Undefeated, up bright and early for the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 Bright Blues. As you guys can tell, I started my task 6 minutes ahead of time this time around because I don't know if you guys know this, but Q has been killer as of recently. So I figure I might as well start an extra minute ahead of time. Now, granted, you can still start 5 minutes ahead. That is completely fine. But I wouldn't suggest going anything shorter than 5 minutes. Don't start 4 minutes ahead, 3 minutes ahead, 1 minute, because you're not going to get through Q in time. You're going to take an automatic L. So just to be on the safer side, I started my tasks 6 minutes ahead of time. So I let my task run, of course, and I was waiting for the product to pick up. And I don't know why, but for some odd reason, I thought it was going to be an H captcha question, which granted it wasn't. So I was very happy about that. So we finally pick up and we start generating captcha. Now, this is where I'm going to offer a little... Alright, you guys. I don't know why. I don't know what was going on with me. I guess it was just too early, but I screwed up captcha so bad. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I don't know how I still managed to hit on the initial because it doesn't make any sense how bad I screwed up captcha. Like, I'm just being straight up with you guys. If I can be as honest as possible. I know a lot of you guys always tell me I solve captcha so slow. I can't help it. Hey, I can't help it. I can't help that I solve captcha slow. I'll try working on it in the future if that makes you guys feel better. But this time, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was off a bean, if I was just, my mind was somewhere else because it was so early in the morning or what. But yeah, we had that problem with captcha, but we still managed to cop. So that's it for the 8 a.m. release. We have Undefeated. Next, we have 9 a.m., which will be Yeezy Supply. Let me tell you guys this right now. Yeezy Supply was a whole monster. It doesn't make any sense how long that drop took. But at the same time, I can't complain, won't complain because, well, I'm not going to spoil anything. We'll just see what happened. Let's go on. Okay, the last drop of the day, we have Yeezy Supply. I don't know if you guys know this, but for me personally, I never know what bot is going to end up hitting or doing extremely well on Yeezy Supply. So, especially on Yeezy Supply drops, and of course precise drops, of course, I love to run multiple bots if you can. If you're not comfortable with that or you think it's too much to handle, don't even worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. But I had 3 bots going. I had Prism going, and I had Deluxe going on screen, and I had Splash Force going on in another screen. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record it. Maybe next time I'll record it. Maybe, I don't know. I'll decide. But anyways, to get back on subject, this drop right here, you guys, was a beast. Oh my gosh. It doesn't make any sense how long this drop lasted. Granted, I'm not gonna lie though, I'd rather it be I'd rather it be long and drawn out like this, and this is just my personal opinion, than it being over in like 5 minutes and everybody's like, wow, we waited literally 2 or 3 weeks for this drop just for it to be over in 5 minutes. So granted, while it could be over like quick and painless, I'd rather it be over a drop that lasts over an hour, because at least you still know within that hour, throughout that time span, you still have the opportunity to cop. So I started up Prism, I started up Velux, and I also started up Splash Force. Granted, again, off screen. And let me tell you, guys, let me tell you this right now. ISPs were the absolute breadwinner for this release. As you guys will be able to tell on Prism, Nocturnal Proxies, ISPs, and Space Proxies, ISPs, they both picked up the product, and I attempted to check out at first on my Nocturnal Proxies at first. That was my first time getting through queue, and nothing really happened, which is of course to be expected, because there are of course still a lot of things that go along with these supply drops. So the first task group to pick up was the Nocturnal ISPs. So once that picked up, I at least knew that, okay, cool, some tasks are starting to go through queue, and not necessarily attempt to check out, but try their best to check out, I guess. So I'm still running, still running, patiently waiting. I'm patiently waiting to see what could happen. And I noticed I end up picking up on Space Proxies as well. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm starting to get through queue more often. This is great. Now, while that's still going, I noticed I ended up actually carding one with my Nocturnal Proxies, and I ended up checking out. So I got one checkout there about 40 minutes into the drop. No, I take it back. It was about 39 minutes. Still long enough though. So I got one checkout then, and I was ecstatic. I was like, I actually hit one? Are you serious? I thought this drop was over. But I still just ran just because. So once that happened, I just kept on running and running and running. And I ended up carding a few more, but unfortunately those were payment failures and this other errors, of course, which is to be experienced with Yeezy Supply, unfortunately. I ended up carding one more with my Space Proxies ISP task group, and you guys will see I ended up checking out yet another pair, and after those two pair, it was literally it. I carded a bunch of more times, which I'm very, very happy about and I'm satisfied with. But in terms of actually those carts checking out, we had no luck there. Now, as you guys know, Yeezy Supply has really switched up some things around, and there were a lot of ghost orders and payment failures that were experienced on this drop. So for me, luckily, I'm able to say I had one stick and I had one ghost order. So unfortunately, it sucks to have a ghost order, but hey, until the developers can go in and dive in and make the changes, there's not really too much we could do besides do what we do already, and that's just run and attempt to hit clips and hit one pair, two pair, three pair, how many you're able to go for. But yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hit a grand total of 4 pair of shoes. I hit 1 pair of Jordan 5 Toro Bravos, aka the Raging Bulls. I hit 3 pair of the Yeezy Boost 700 Bright Blues. One of those was a ghost order, so technically that's just 2 pair overall. But yeah, not a bad day. How did you guys do for this drop? Was it difficult? Of course it was difficult. It was difficult for me. No, I'm not gonna say it was difficult. Depending on the buy you had, it could be very, very difficult. But yeah, you guys, I hope this drop was fairly smoothly for you guys. It was all right for me, I guess. I won't complain, never will complain. I just have to go on to the next drop. We have the Yeezy slides coming up this Monday, so that will be a lot of fun. Hopefully some things are changed around so we're able to actually have a lot more success instead of a lot of ghost orders and payment failures, which is no fun at all. But hey, you guys, thank you guys for watching. As always, whenever you're watching this, please have a good night, day, evening, and I will see you guys next time. Deuces. Why was that longer drawn out? I don't know. All right, guys, I'm signing out.